Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm so excited for this video because I'm going to be showing you my perfume collection. Now, first of all, I was wearing a really cute shirt, but my apartment is like Arctic temperatures right now, so I had to put on a sweatshirt because I was freezing. Second of all, I love perfumes. I don't have a lot of perfumes, but I have more than like the average person probably needs, but I love perfumes, and all the perfumes that I have, I feel like all have some sort of special memory attached to them or a special place that I got it. So I will kind of like tell that story as I talk about each one. And then I do also have this container of perfumes that I've gotten from Scentbird, and I'm gonna go through these as well just because they are perfumes that I have. And I do also have, there's a few in here, but I have more up on my dresser over here, a bunch, so many little perfume samples, and I'm not going to be going through those just because they're not like things that are going to stick around in my collection for long. You really only get like 4 uses out of a perfume sample that size, so I'm not gonna go through those, but I am going to go through the other Scentbird perfumes that I have. First, I'm going to kind of jump into my full-sized perfumes that I have, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So if you want to see the perfumes that I own, then just keep watching. The first perfume that I have here is from an MLM, but I did not purchase it with my own money. This is by Mary Kay, and it is the Warm Amber perfume. And my grandma actually bought this. This is the scent that my grandma wears, and she always smells so good. And I remember I would always like smell her and think that she smells so good, and I thought it was like a soap or something that she used, and then I found out one day that she wears this perfume, and she had like so many bottles of this, and so she gave me one when I told her that I really liked her perfume. And this is what started my amber scent obsession. I don't have any other scents with amber in them. I don't think. There might be one that might have it in it, but this is the only true amber perfume that I have. But this is just so delicious and warm smelling. I did not look notes up, but I will put the notes on the screen if I can find them. This one I might not be able to find them for, but this is just such a smoky, warm, kind of spicy scent, and I love it. Kind of smells like Old Lady, but like it's not so overpowering that it's like awful to smell. I really enjoy it. The next perfume that I have isn't a full size of this perfume, but I include it in my full size perfumes just because I do. And this is a little roller ball of the Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black. And I picked this up because of Kathleen Lights. This is, I think she said it's like her favorite scent, and this came in a little set. I actually found it at a TJ Maxx, and there was the Elizabeth and James Nirvana White with it too. And I actually preferred the Nirvana White. I found that on me it wore a lot longer, and something about it, like I just loved the smell more, a little bit more than I liked the black, but I do really love the black as well. This scent I think is starting to go a little bit. You can see in the bottle, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, it's kind of getting like milky and a little bit discolored, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna include the notes on the screen of all of these because I am really bad at like describing scents. But this one again is like kind of warm, kind of spicy, really good for fall, and this one does not smell anything like Old Lady. I have a lot actually that kind of smell a little bit like Old Lady, but I kind of enjoy that. I don't know why. It makes me feel like more mature. I don't know. So the next one that I have, I actually got for Christmas this past year, I think, and this is Calvin Klein Euphoria. I really enjoy Calvin Klein perfumes. I have another one that I will be talking about in a little bit, and the story behind this perfume is I actually smelled a woman in a grocery store. I was with my grandma. We were in a grocery store in my hometown, and I smelled this woman. She was in front of us in line, and she smelled so good, and I never like ask people what they're wearing. have anxiety and I get anxious in situations like that when I have to talk to strangers, but I loved this perfume so much that I asked her what perfume she was wearing, and it was this one. And then I asked for it for Christmas, and my sister got it for me. Oh no, this is definitely 2 years old. I've had this for 2 years, and this one 100% smells like old lady, but there's like something else in it that isn't like so disgustingly overpoweringly like powdery. It has like a little bit of warmth to it that I really enjoy. The next perfume that I have is the Banana Republic. I think it's just the W perfume, and the story behind this one is I actually was getting ready for a school dance my senior year of high school at my best friend's house, and it was me, my mom, my 2 best friends, and then the mom of the friend whose house we were at. Does that make sense? And we were just like kind of talking, and somehow I think we got to talking about like favorite perfumes, and my best friend's mom and my mom were talking about like a few of the same perfumes, and like they had like similar taste. And so my best friend's mom was like, I actually have 2 perfumes that I'm not a huge fan of. You guys can smell them, and if you like them, you can have them. And so this was one of them, and my mom took this one, and then my mom did not wear it at all, so I really like the scent, so I kind of took it from my mom. This smell is so strange. It's a really strange perfume, and typically not something that I would go for like ever. It smells like sunscreen and a little bit citrusy and summery, but mainly I just get like sunscreen from this. But it has like the tiniest little hint of sweetness to it, and I really enjoy wearing this. It is probably the most random scent that I have in my collection, but I really like it. And the next one is not actually mine. It is technically my boyfriend's cologne that he wears, but it is the most delicious thing I've ever smelled in my entire life, and I occasionally wear it. Usually I put it on when I'm wearing a sweatshirt, and I will spray it like right here, because for some reason whenever I wear a sweatshirt and I'm like laying down in bed or relaxing, I always end up pulling it up over my face, and I like to smell it because it reminds me of my boyfriend. But this is the Glossier You perfume. And I don't like calling it a perfume because on their website it is just described as a gender neutral fragrance, so it's not technically a perfume or a cologne. And I know that my sister wears this too, and she swears up and down that it is a perfume, but Hannah, if you're watching this, the Glossier website says that it is a gender neutral fragrance, so I don't want to hear it. But the reason why the first time I ever smelled this was actually, this one is like so special to me. So one of my favorite bands ever is Ex-Lovers, and I love them so much. They're my favorite. London and Jacob, I love them, obsessed with them. And they are super interactive with their fans on Instagram, so if you follow them on Instagram and DM them, like, they will respond to you, and it's such a great feeling to be a fan of a band that like actually interacts with their followers and actually cares about their followers. I've messaged them like so many times, just, you know. And one day, I think they were promoting their EP, and they asked for my address, and they said that they were gonna send me something, and they asked for like my sweatshirt size, and so I gave them all my information, and I was like, oh my god, and it was a sweatshirt, and it was a handmade sweatshirt. I will actually go grab it real quick to show you guys. I did do like an unboxing video when I got the package. I did do it, but I will go grab the sweatshirt real quick to show you guys what the sweatshirt looks like. So this is the sweatshirt that I got. It's just a plain black sweatshirt, but it says true or false, and it has some hearts up here, and then it has this on the back, which I don't actually know what this is, but I don't know. And when I pulled the sweatshirt out, I was unboxing it. I was with my roommates. I was in my college dorm, and I think it was my roommate Nadia. She was like, it smells so good. And then like we all just kept like smelling it, and it did smell really good. So I DM'd them and I was like, hey, did you guys spray the sweatshirt with something? Because it smells amazing. And they were like, I don't even know who it was that I was talking to. I don't know if it was London or Jake, but one of them responded and was like, yeah, it's our favorite scent, or my favorite scent. And so I asked what it is, and it was this. And I bought it for Brad, but I do occasionally steal it when I want to smell like it, and especially when I wear this sweatshirt, I will douse myself in this. But this fragrance, first of all, lasts so freaking long, and this is truly, I just dropped it, truly the most indescribable fragrance ever. It's warm for sure, but also a little spicy. Maybe it has some amber in it. Maybe a hint of vanilla. But when you smell this straight from the bottle, it is very intense and very strong. But when you put it on, it like just changes and adapts to your body, and it smells so different on everyone who wears it. It smells super warm on my sister. It smells like brown sugar fall goodness on my sister, and on me it smells a little bit, I don't want to say colder because that's weird, but it's not as warm as it smells on my sister, and I feel like it gets a little bit more woodsy. And then on my boyfriend it smells like super musky. So this like perfume literally adapts to your body's chemicals, and it just smells so different on everyone who wears it. And I just love this fragrance. If you are looking for a fragrance and you don't know what to get, like a signature fragrance, and you just don't know what to get, I would highly recommend this one out of all the other perfumes that I talk about in this video, because it is so adaptable to whoever wears it. I have not met a single person who has smelled this fragrance and has not liked it. And let's just talk about the bottle. This is the absolute cutest bottle I've ever seen in my entire life. So this next perfume is actually probably my favorite perfume in my collection, and this is the Calvin Klein Eternity perfume. There's a lot that goes into this perfume. As you can see, there is the tiniest little bit left. I only wear this on special occasions because I do not want to completely run out of it, but I know that when I do run out of it, I 100% will repurchase this perfume because it is my favorite and it has the best memories attached to it for me. And that is because this was actually my mom's signature scent like my entire childhood, and she actually stopped wearing it for some pretty good reasons. It started to give her some bad memories, so she stopped wearing it and ended up giving the bottle to me. And when I got this, it was probably this full, but I know that she went through, I think, like multiple bottles of this, but it just like gives me these like great memories of my childhood and like my mom and wearing this perfume. And I specifically have this like image of a Sunday after church. We were at my grandparents' house. My mom was wearing like all black, but this like purple scarf with like squares on it, but the squares were like the same color as the scarf. They were just like stitched in, and she was wearing this perfume, and I just like get that image of her in my mind. I don't know why, but this perfume is very masculine. It is a very masculine perfume, but it has just like a hint of sweetness in it, and I kind of think it might have a bit of amber in it as well, but I might be totally wrong about that. I don't know. And it's just a really lovely perfume. And this, oh my gosh, this wears even longer than the Glossier You perfume. This, I can shower after having worn this and still smell it after the shower. This wears forever long on my skin. And I don't think it's just like particularly with me and my body chemistry that it wears so long with. I think it wears long on everyone. It is an eau de parfum, so that could be why. I know that. Is it? I don't know what. What's the other one? There's eau de parfums and then eau de something, and one of them wears longer. It might be the parfum, but I don't know. So moving on, this is actually, I believe, the most recent fragrance in my collection. And here's the thing, I don't know what this is called. Oh wait, it's on the bottom. This is the Coach Love perfume, and my mom got this from someone who got it from like a thrift store, like a secondhand store or something. I don't know. So it's kind of weird that I have it. Smells delicious. My boyfriend loves this on me. This is definitely the most citrusy, fruity scent that I have in my collection, but it has some sort of sweetness to it. And my boyfriend, every time he wears this, always tells me that I smell really good, and I love being told that I smell good. Who doesn't? Like, I feel like that's just the best compliment you could ever get. And I like this perfume. It's definitely the newest. Obviously I like it. I don't have a perfume that I don't like. I'm stupid. Next I have this is an Ariana Grande fragrance. I'm trying to figure out if I can see which one it is, but I don't think I can. It doesn't say. Okay, well this is an, oh wait, Ariana Grande. It just says her name on it. It doesn't say what. So this is an Ariana Grande perfume. I don't know what it is. It did have the little white puffball on it, but it fell off at some point. This is, I'm gonna say this is like my second or third favorite perfume. It's, I feel like, okay, I feel like this one, Calvin Klein Eternity and Glossier You are all tied for first because I love them all for so many different reasons. And I feel like a lot of the Eternity having to be my favorite is with the memories attached to it, and this one is my favorite because the scent is just so freaking good. So I got this perfume, I'm gonna say 2 or 3 years ago. I was a junior in high school, and I got this actually from a casino. Those of you who don't know, I feel like I mention it all the time. I'm Native American, and my tribe owns some casinos up here in Michigan and Indiana called Four Winds Casino Resorts. And my family has gone to a few occasionally for different events that they have to celebrate, like anniversary of the casino's opening, to celebrate a new opening of a casino and stuff like that. And usually when events like that happen, they give some sort of gift, and the gift for this event where I got this perfume was like, I think it was like $150 gift card to be used in the casino at any of the gift shops, the perfume store, the luxury like watch, jewel store, stuff like that, on top of us getting a discount. So I picked up this perfume because I smelled it and I thought it smelled amazing, and this makes me want every other Ariana Grande perfume to ever exist. This, I know for a fact that this has marshmallow in it. I feel like it's kind of famous for like one of the notes being marshmallow, but this is just such a sweet, almost like sickly sweet perfume, but I love it. The one thing that I hate about this perfume though is it does not wear well at all. I feel like half an hour after I put it on, I can't even smell it anymore, which is very sad. But oh my gosh, I just love this perfume. I wore this like every single day my junior year and like my senior year of high school because it is just the most amazing perfume ever. So now I'm going to be getting into my scent bird perfumes that I have, and I'm gonna try to kind of go through these quickly and not go as in depth as I just went into with the rest of my perfumes. So the first one that I have is the KVD Vegan Beauty Saint perfume, and this one is actually I got it out. Oh my gosh, this was broken. Like this top part like would come off and then I couldn't get it out, but I just got it out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the KVD Vegan Beauty Saint perfume. This I like a lot more than the Sinner perfume. It's a lot more light and a lot more airy, and it's very fruity, which I enjoy. Then we have the Michael Kors Wonderlust perfume. This one I do enjoy as well. There are a few scent bird perfumes that I don't like that much, but I still keep them because I hate feeling wasteful, so I will use them up. I just don't like them as much as some of the other ones. This one also reminds me of my sister. I don't really know why, because I'm pretty sure she doesn't wear this perfume or never has, but maybe I'm totally completely wrong. But this is another very sweet, lightly fruity scent. Next we have the Anna Sui Fantasia perfume. This one I don't like as much. This one kind of smells like old lady to me. And then we have Versace Bright Crystal, which this one 100% reminds me of my sister because my sister really likes this perfume and wears it a lot. It's like her everyday scent. And then we have Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, which this is probably one of my favorite Scentbird perfumes, definitely my top 5 favorite perfumes, but I actually had a rollerball of this because Kathleen Lights did talk about it and she really loved it, and so I bought a rollerball of it, and then when I was living in my dorm, I actually knocked it off of my dresser and it completely shattered everywhere, and I was so sad that it broke, but then it was on Scentbird, so I grabbed it from there. And this one is kind of like an old lady perfume. It's a very mature scent, but I really enjoy it. Something about it is just very light and airy and fresh, and I really like it. Then we have Michael Kors Sexy Amber, and I picked this up because amber, I love amber, but this one is totally different from the Mary Kay Warm Amber, and I don't actually like this much. I like it because it is amber, but it definitely has other things in it that make it almost like too much for me. This one is so warm and delicious, and this one is like overbearing, and not a huge fan of it. Then we have the Versace, I'm gonna butcher this, eros pour femme. That is the name of it, and I like this. It wears really well, but it is warm and a little bit spicy. I don't hate it, but I don't absolutely love it. It's kind of hard to describe that one. And then this last one in here, I'm pretty sure this is one that I do not like. Yes, this is the Burberry Brit sheer perfume, and I do not like this. I would probably say it's closest to this Banana Republic W perfume, but this is just like, it's not good. I don't know. I can't even like really remember what it smells like. Oh yeah, so it is very similar to this, but almost like chemically. It almost smells like chemicals, and I just don't really like smelling like chemicals. I don't know, that might just be a personal preference. And then I actually do have another Scentbird perfume, and it is 100% would round out my top 5 favorite perfumes. So I will kind of do a little ranking at the end, but I can't even remember what it's called. It actually fell off of my dresser. It either fell behind it, so over here, or behind this bookshelf, and I cannot find it and I cannot get it out. It's like Noel something. I think it's by the brand Montelay, and I think it's behind this dresser here, or this, what is this called? Bookshelf. I need to try to dig it out. It is the most beautiful fall scent ever. It is like orange, vanilla, woodsy, a little musky, a little spicy, definitely really spicy. I will put the full name up on the screen, but it is a delicious scent. So now I'm going to rank my top 5 perfumes real quick. So let me kind of collect myself and figure out what they are and the order of them. Alright, so I have my top 5 favorite perfumes ranked. Number 1, I actually decided, is the Ariana Grande perfume. This just makes me so happy every time I smell it, and it is such a go-to. And what I think about when I wear this is like, this is the perfume I would want to wear on my wedding day. So this is definitely my top favorite. Coming in at number 2, we have the Glossier You. This is what I would want my future husband to wear on our wedding day. And then we have the Calvin Klein Eternity, just because this has the best memories attached to it in my collection, and it is also a very delicious, like mature but just so good fragrance. Then coming in at number 4 would be that one that I was talking about that I can't even remember the name of, the Noel something by, I think, Montelay. That one is just so like citrusy and fall and delicious to me. And then coming in at number 5 is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. This one just makes me feel like a mature, demure, older woman, and I'm obsessed with it. So that is it for my perfume collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really liked being able to sit down and kind of discuss all my perfumes. I really love perfumes, and Scentbird is like my favorite invention ever, just because it lets me try out so many perfumes, and I'm obsessed with the perfumes that I have and all the different ones that I have in my collection. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe before you go, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye!